finally came out and it warmed up a little bit. Still wearing my sweat jacket, but I thought we'd just come out to the beach and just check it out. I know where we lived in Southwest Florida, all the parks had really nice bathrooms. So far, we haven't seen too many other than those blue porta potties. So we saw this and we wanted to see if it's a bathroom. Closed for winter. That's not good. See, in Southwest Florida, you don't have winter. It just stays warm all year long. So that's not good. I don't go into those porta potties because they usually are pretty yucky, so I just can't do it. I guess Rick's gonna attempt the porta potty. It looks a little bigger than usual. It looks newer, I'd have to say that. This is why I always carry baby wipes. We started carrying the baby wipes when the kids were little. Any kind, not necessarily Huggies, just whatever's on sale. Always have them in the car because we never know when we have to wipe our hands.
Found the nicest porta potty ever.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Why? It was clean? It didn't stink?
Doesn't stink.
Oh, that's good to know. Sometimes we come out here and I'm like, I gotta go. When you're over 50, you need those bathrooms. At least it feels like the wind's not coming towards us like it was the other day. Because when that wind blows, it's cold. The water is super clear today. Let's see if we get a closer look here. Yeah, it's like you can see the bottom. Look how beautiful and clear that is. We've only lived here in the Pensacola area for a month, not very long at all, to give you my full what I think about it, but I can give you a little bit of Southwest Florida versus Northwest Florida. So I thought I'd share that with you today while I'm on this beautiful beach in Pensacola Beach. Starters, I'd have to say Northwest Florida. And let's say, I'm not going to say all of Northwest Florida, let's just talk about Pensacola, okay? Because that's where we've been spending most of our time. Pensacola Beach. Pensacola is different than Pensacola Beach. You take the bridge over to Pensacola Beach, and Pensacola Beach is not as crowded as one would think. Here in Pensacola Beach, I've been told that the tourists don't come until summertime, spring, summer, fall, because it's too cold during the winter to come here. Southwest Florida, you'll have your snowbirds come down from October, November to May. So during the winter, because it's warm and it's nice weather during the winter if you're looking for warm weather. I noticed Pensacola definitely has a lot less people than Southwest Florida. And when I say Southwest Florida, I'm talking about from Fort Myers to Tampa, because that's where we spend most of our time driving around, checking out all the beaches. If you haven't seen our Florida videos, make sure you do. I have a whole playlist of Florida videos. As far as which one I like better, for me personally, it may be completely different than what you might like. I personally like the hot weather, warmer weather. Southwest Florida has perfect weather as far as winter goes. It's in the 70s usually, and it's not humid at all. Summer is hotter, depends on what you consider hot. It is humid, but I personally like it. I know many people do not like it. Matter of fact, they can't be in it, they can't breathe, and it's not good for them. So as far as what's good for you is going to be different than what's good for me. This particular area in Pensacola, I have to say people are super duper friendly. Southwest Florida, there's a lot of friendly people, but of course, because there's so many people, you're going to find people that are not so friendly. So it really depends, just like anywhere in the world. There's going to be friendly people and there's not going to be very friendly people. I think because Pensacola, the town, the area where we live, not on Pensacola Beach, is not very crowded. I'd have to say it's a small town feel. It's not crowded. thing that's different from Southwest Florida and Pensacola is I find in Southwest Florida I'm able to get in the car and go to another town and then to another town. Here in Pensacola, I find if you leave Pensacola, there's very small towns. There's not another big city. You have to drive, say, to Mobile, Alabama, or I don't know where else. I'm not sure exactly. If you're a person who doesn't like to be around a lot of people, you like more of the country lifestyle, I say you could find it here and still be near the beach, not far. 20 minutes away from here, you're on the outskirts of what I consider country. There's a lot to do here as far as outdoor activities. If you like to kayak, there was somebody out there surfing. In Southwest Florida, I did not see surfing because we didn't have waves. Let me show you waves like this. Here I notice we have waves every time we come, and that's something I don't see where I was in the Sarasota area. Unless, of course, the storm was, about to come. Because I know a lot of you have asked me about jobs. I don't see a lot of jobs in this area. If you're in the hospital area, or to work at the universities, or if you're in construction, I say you could find jobs like that. I don't know how much they pay. You'd have to do a little searching. Southwest Florida, Tampa, South, you're going to find more jobs, I think. Again, I don't know exactly how much that you would get paid. I have heard and I have read that overall it pays a little bit less than people from the Northeast. I know a lot of people think Florida is expensive to live, and I have to say I think I compare it to where we lived in Ohio, and I compare it to a lot of other places from the Northeast maybe. I'd have to say maybe Northeast is more expensive. Depending if you're coming from New York or New Jersey, I'd say that's probably more expensive there than here, depending on where you live. I think like Port Charlotte, Northport, some areas around Sarasota are very affordable. Of course, there's expensive areas like living in downtown Sarasota. That's very expensive. If you live on any of those islands with $1 million, multi-million-dollar houses, that's going to be expensive. I don't know how much the prices are here in the Pensacola region. I did not look. I'm only here for a year, so if you want to find out more, you'd have to go to Zillow.com to see how much houses are, or Realtor.com, or if you want to look for rental properties, you can go to ApartmentGuide.com or Apartments.com, ForRent.com. There's a lot of sites out there to get that kind of information. Today's a sunny, beautiful day, but I'd have to say since we've been here, and it's January, so it's winter, and I did not expect this. I should have probably checked the weather a little bit more closely, but we were traveling quite a bit, and we did not know we would end up here for a year. But I did think it would be warmer and sunny like this more often, but it's not necessarily the case. Most days have been cloudy, pretty cool, 40s, 50s. It seemed to be warming up the last couple days to the 60s. I think today's mid to high 60s. But you got a cool breeze going on. But a lot of people really like that. They like the cooler. They do not like the heat. So you might really like that about Pensacola. I will say I love the history here. It's so full of history. Not that all of Florida doesn't have a lot of history. It has a lot more than you would imagine. Pensacola is the oldest settlement in the United States. St. Augustine is the oldest city in the United States. I did not know that Pensacola was the oldest settlement, so that's pretty cool. I know the college is pretty much doing a lot of archaeological digs, and they're finding a lot of old things from 500 to 1,000 years old, maybe older, I'm not sure. I think the really cool thing about Pensacola Beach is that it's so long. I mean, it goes on forever. I mean, I can't exactly show you forever, but let me turn around. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. So there's plenty of parking. That's like really nice to have the parking, because in Southwest Florida, you have the beautiful beaches, but you have a really hard time finding parking. But we did know about some smaller beaches that the tourists didn't know, so we were able to go there and find parking usually. But here I think you would never, not even in the summer with a bunch of people, I think you would never have problems parking, because I think, I'm not sure, but I've seen in other YouTube videos where people park on the street, on the road, because it feels like country to me out here on the beach. Because you see there's no like buildings around here. There's some down there, see, there's some buildings there, but there's no buildings back there, and for miles you won't see any buildings. There's a lot of beautiful beaches. Just want beaches and not a lot of other things. This is definitely the place. Now if you go down that way a little bit, there's more restaurants and some shopping and, you know, tourist type of thing. I think it's a beautiful area, but if you like more activity and more people and you like warm weather year-round, I would have to go with Southwest Florida. I can't tell you anything about Eastern Florida because I've only visited there, and that was like 30 years ago. So I can't tell you how I would like living there full time. I don't know. I think living here for 1 year is going to be wonderful. It'll be a wonderful experience. Really get to know the area. I don't know exactly where we'll head to next. I'm hoping it's south of here. I don't know if it'll be East Coast, West Coast, but if I can, it'll be further south. There's a jet stream that comes across Florida and it goes right through Tampa. So anything north of Tampa has different weather than south of Tampa. So if weather's a big deal for you, take a look at that. If you're looking for jobs, I really don't know how many jobs are here. Maybe there's more in Mobile. I don't know. I wish I could give you more information about that, but I don't have that. The best thing to do is check out city-data.com or areavibes.com. It'll give you statistics as far as employment, safety, schools. That's my 2 cents on the difference between Southwest Florida and Northwest Florida so far. As we live here a little bit longer and go through the seasons, I could share more of what I learned. But I noticed you can't go swimming in the winter because the air is just too cold and the pool's not heated. I know where we lived, we actually lived in our house, but before that we had an apartment, and I searched and looked at a lot of apartments while living in that area, and almost all the pools are heated as long as you're in one of the nicer apartment complexes. The pools are usually heated so you can swim year long, and you could almost go swimming year long, but I don't in the Gulf of Mexico because I think it's a little cold. I usually wait until about April or May. I have no idea if I can go swimming or when I can go swimming here. I'm sure maybe like June, July. I need warmer water. Another thing I did notice in this area versus Southwest Florida is I have not seen many car accidents. Again, probably because there's not a whole lot of people. And there seems to be a lot of young people in this area, and I think it's because there's the naval base here and you have the universities. So you do have younger people. I don't know if that's a difference as far as who's driving. Of course, when you're in highly populated areas, you're going to see more accidents. So, but I can't tell you what the cause and effect is, but just my observation.